Summer for me is always bittersweet. It's when I have to bring all my classified documents back home from my retreat. I have obviously a retreat that I live at.
Yes.
It's a private community.
Beautiful.
It's inside it's on a golf course. It's a mini golf course, but it's still a golf course. I live in the lighthouse.
Okay, this sounds nice.
But getting back to classified information, I find that so mind-blowing, that the psychology of, I know this is a secret that is crucial to the safety and security of the United States of America, but it's mine.
It's sociopathic. And he keeps referring to everything that way. These are my documents. It's like, it's the people's stuff. You know, it's the people's stuff. And he's just internalized mine. Everything's mine because that's his world.
Well, I think he also treated the country like it is the Trump organization. It is.
Yes.
Right.
Because most people, if you run a public company, you have shareholders, you have things. In his, I always found this when I watched The Apprentice, which I did always watch, by the way. I enjoyed it very much. Nobody fires Meatloaf like Donald J. Trump.
Ouch.
But when he would sit there at the table and he would have the two, it would be stereo sycophants. And one on one side, one on the other. Sometimes it was that older gentleman, George, I think. Sometimes it was Ivanka. Sometimes it was Don Jr. And whatever happened on the show, whether he came off like an asshole or not, Donald Trump would do his thing and he would sit back and then he would turn to one side and go like, that was tough. And then whoever was on the right would be like, you did the right thing, boss. Great job. And then the other person would be like, what else could you have done? That was a great decision. And you realize, oh, his worldview is the right of kings. If I do it, it is in fact correct and just. And so
John,
I think that's what this is.
I just want you to know that in this podcast app, Maria and I are on either side of you. I'm nodding along with your point as you make it.
Yes.
I have no shareholders. That's awesome. See?
Yeah.
That's how easy it is to turn into Hitler.
It's so quick.
All you just need is two people who are agreeing. Do you think he keeps the class? Here's what I imagine at Mar-a-Lago, where he keeps the classified documents. When you go to a hotel and they have that little safe?
Yeah.
Yes. You think that's where he keeps everything? In one of the closets, there's that little.
He's just got the little, the
by
little
the
mini
ironing
bar
board.
safe.
And he just assumes that no spy will ever show up there and go, what's Donald Trump's birthday? Boop, 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 boop.
Hey, what do you know? Yeah.
We got all that.
What I want to know is if any of this has disrupted the seafood and saxophone night that's held every Wednesday night at Mar-a-Lago on the patio.
Do they really do seafood and saxophone every Wednesday?
I went on their website. I went on the Mar-a-Lago website, and in their dining section of their website, it says, may I read you the breakdown?
I'd be honored.
Please.
Okay, it's called 6-Star Seafood Night, every Wednesday evening on the patio, in parentheses. This dinner buffet features a sumptuous array consisting of an appetizer table, 2-pound lobsters, freshly grilled fish, and meat items, salads, and a dessert bar. Yeah.
Meat items.
Meat items.
They've gone through so much. Sumptuous. That thing. Yeah. Everything sounds amazing. Meat items.
Meat items.
I think we've buried the lead here.
I'm a man who likes specificity in my meat, personally.
And I have never heard it called items. Wow.
I'll have my meat item medium rare.
Keep going.
Salads and a dessert bar, accompanied by a saxophonist under the stars.
I'm sorry. You know what that is? That's not Mar-a-Lago. That's heaven.
That is the dream.
So, and from what I understand at Mar-a-Lago, like, you do have free reign of the place. Like, all the seafood and saxophone people can just kind of wander. Like, you can basically, when you go down there, you get a 2-pound lobster and nuclear codes. Like, whatever you want under the stars.
Remember the North Korea thing when Shinzo Abe of Japan was there and they were just looking at nuclear documents on the Lido deck?
With their phone lights or something? Is that right?
You know what? What blows my mind about this whole thing is everybody's got that thing like, is this it? Is this the thing? And I keep trying to explain to people, no,
No.
It's not.
Right.
Do you think like why does anybody believe that there will be accountability in this man's life on this earth?
Right. There's been nothing up until this moment to ever show anyone, including him. And he's just trained to believe that I can do anything I want.
How could he not feel that way? He fucked a porn star while his wife was giving birth, paid the porn star $130,000 to keep it quiet. His wife is like, boys will be boys. And his lawyer goes to jail for it. His accountant is going to jail. Everybody around him goes to jail. He's like the Mr. Magoo of absolved sins. He just walks through this world and we never hold him. You know what we are? Oh, this is the worst thing that we are. We're those parents. You guys don't have kids yet, but there are certain parents that make a show of accountability. Johnny, don't. I'm going to count to 3.
And nothing happens to, yeah.
And then nothing. That's who we are now.
We are literally like, Donald, what's behind your back?
Seriously.
What's behind your back? Drop it.
Are those classified? Are those top secret?
What's in the box? Take it out of your mouth.
1, 2, Donald, 2.5. No more porn stars. We're taking away the porn stars.
If I get to 3, we're doing a gentle raid.
I love it. And I love, my favorite thing about the whole thing is the things he puts out to as exculpatory. It's like, look, this is the warrant. All it says is I have top secret documents, but that I said I might give a back. I don't understand. Like, he gives out all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like O.J. Simpson going, hey, look at this knife. It's got a little blood on it, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's only left with the dumbest people in his orbit around him, and they're just, it's own goal after own goal after own goal.
Lord.